Welcome to the Spanish Football Podcast YouTube channel. It's another weekend preview looking ahead to this weekend's action in La Liga Santander. It is Matchday 9 and Sid Lowe.
Hello.
Hello. We're outside Leganés Stadium. There's no game actually here this weekend, but there's a big derby.
Away,
just
4.5 kilometres that way.
It's
Although if you try and go by road, it takes about 25 minutes.
It's Getafe against Leganés. We'll get to that in just a second. The first game on Friday night is Granada against Osasuna. Obviously, high-flying Granada, still in a Champions League place.
Yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it? And that's despite losing at the Bernabeu, where they actually played pretty well in the second half against an Osasuna team, by the way, who are also really quite good, admittedly much more so at home than away.
Yes. And the early kickoff is on Saturday. It's at the Estadio Ipurua. It's Eibar against Barcelona. Barcelona, who have had to travel a little bit earlier than they planned because of what's going on in the city of Barcelona at the moment. It is an early kickoff against an Eibar side who they usually beat. They played on the last day of the season last season. Barcelona were already champions. It finished 2-2. Prior to that, Barcelona had won every match they'd ever played against Eibar, all 9 games.
And yet in none of them had seemed entirely comfortable. I almost wonder if there's partly a systemic thing going on here, which is the way that Eibar play, pressing very high, makes life uncomfortable for Barcelona, but ultimately ends up giving them the space to go into.
Let's see. Neither Leo Messi nor Luis Suarez were away on international duty, so they'll be fit and raring to go for this game. Atletico Madrid against Valencia is a tasty game.
Yes, it is.
Are you going to that?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Looking forward to that.
I've got 4 games this weekend.
Yeah, you have. Looking forward to that at the Wanda Metropolitano. Will you be able to get from there to basically here to Getafe for the South Madrid derby?
Not for kickoff, but I will make it. The question is, do I leave one early and get to the other late, or do I do it the other way around?
Yeah. Well, let's see.
I suppose it depends how good the Atletico Valencia game is. If it looks like it's rubbish and it's over, this is a big one as well.
The Getafe Leganés game.
Really big for Leganés. I think what we saw it. We were here for the last game when they were defeated. They were really quite unfortunate, and I think the response from the fans, that sense of unity, meant that Pellegrino keeps his job. Meant that there's a sense that we're heading in the right direction, even though results are absolutely terrible. And this game will go a long, long way to resolving that if they're capable of winning. But at the Coliseum against Getafe, it's not easy.
It's a derby as well, the South Madrid derby.
And it will be edgy. Last year, I was there early to see the fans turn up, and it was actually pretty nasty.
The game on Saturday is in Majorca, who host Real Madrid. First time in 7 seasons, of course, they welcome Los Blancos to the island. Majorca, who beat Espanyol last time out. They really needed that win as well. They hadn't won since the opening day of the season. Against Real Madrid, who are still top, and they're still the only side unbeaten left in La Liga.
Yeah, and you wouldn't expect them to lose in Mallorca, but it is true that Madrid are a curious team and quite a difficult one to analyse this season because you still don't feel like you've seen a complete performance from them. A really, really good performance for 90 minutes.
Majorca failed to score in 5 of their 8 games this season.
That was always likely to be the case. I mean, even on the opening day when they won, I think they were all aware that there were significant limitations and that this was going to be a season of trying to fight off relegation, not necessarily aspiring to a huge amount more.
On to Sunday, we've got Alaves against Celta Vigo at the Estadio Mendizorroza.
I like it.
Yes, the game itself, well, we'll see what happens, but Alaves at home, it doesn't tend to be the most exciting of
No, and they were quite confident at the start of the season about the kind of direction that they were going in and how well it was working, but it hasn't really worked since those first couple of games. And
it's the TSFP hashtag derby. Always watch La Real against always watch Real Betis.
True. I hadn't thought of it like that. And I'm going to go and always watch both of them.
You are, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be there at the new Anoeta.
I was going to do a Bass double. I was toying with, do I go to Alaves or do I go to Real Sociedad? And then I thought, well, always watch.
Yes, exactly. So
it should be fun, actually.
It should be. There are 2 sides that, well, Betis used to impress. They haven't impressed so much this season.
That is true.
But we've been excited watching La Real this season. Espanyol against Villarreal. It's the first game in charge for Pablo Machin for Espanyol. They obviously got rid of David Gallego. They had to make some kind of a change. They did. Are we expecting an instant impact?
This look on my face is as my brain round very slowly trying to work out if I can get some sort of machine pump into this.
The machine is whirring.
Yeah, my machine is theirs. Will the machinery work? I don't know.
You're so happy he's back.
Some rubbish. I am completely. Especially thing is, it's better, of course, when things go badly. Then you can use rage against the machine.
Athletic Club against Villarreal at San Mamés is at 6:30 on Sunday.
I hope I get to this one on time.
Oh, you're going to this one as well?
Yeah, this is the double header. This is the Basque double header. This is game 2 of the Basque double header.
You're having a magical Basque adventure.
Yeah.
Oh, the late game is at the Estadio Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan. It is Sevilla against Levante. Sevilla don't tend to lose too many matches at home against the Levante side, who we've said before are always pretty good value, usually quite good to watch.
Yeah, and they're a curious team. So much depends on 2 players, Campaña and of course Morales. And we saw that here actually, where when they were on the ball, Levante were all right. When they weren't, Levante were pretty awful.
That's Matchday 9 then. Enjoy the football. We'll be back on Monday for the Spanish Football Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. And for more bonus content, patreon.com/TSFP.